right, so new equation. Let's find our boundaries. What's my boundary I get from here?
-2.
And then for this one, also -2. So we only have one boundary. Looking at our table, inputs on the left, outputs on the right. I only have one boundary at -2. But this section is for any number less than -2. This section is for any number greater than or equal to -2. In this section, is this -2 an open or a closed circle?
Open.
An open. And in this part then, because we've got the equals to,
It's closed.
is closed. I'm going to change the color to make that a little bit easier to see. Okay, so now that I have this, well, let's find some numbers less than -2.
-3.
I'm just going to go back to now. Let's find some numbers bigger than -2. I could even keep going if I wanted to start getting positive. Now, for this output, I need to use the math 5 halves x plus 3. For this section, I need to use the math x.
Okay.
So in the first section, I'm just going to set it up 5 halves x, start with -4, plus 3. My calculator says -7. I'm going to replace that x, which was -4, with -3. -9 halves. I'm going to replace that -3 with the new output, new input, -2. Definitely have 2 points that are nicer to graph than the others. So I'm going to be graphing this guy and this guy. Now for this equation, I'm going to plug in x, and anywhere there's x, I'm going to have parentheses. I'm going to substitute with my value, -2. I'm going to substitute that -2 with -1. I'm going to substitute that -1 with 0. And I'll do it one last time because I wrote it down, and do 1.
Okay.
Because this is less than 2, this keeps going forever up.
Okay.
This is x is greater than -2 or equal to. That means our table can keep going forever down.
Okay.
What that means is our graph isn't going to end in a point. It's going to end in a what?
Array.
Yes, we're going to have an arrow at the end. So looking at this, if I find my boundary line at -2, highlighter is not my answer, highlighter is my help. Then I can graph here, -4, -7, open or closed?
Open? I mean closed?
Closed. It's not at the boundary. Anything outside the boundary, guaranteed closed. So -4, -7 is closed. -2 is what?
Oh, it's closed.
Well, we're doing this top half, so we got to think.
Oh, open.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the other side yet. So connecting these is going to look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, something funny is going to happen here is that we're going to then put a closed dot inside. And so what we had is we had an open dot, and now we have a closed dot in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And the closed dot is now going to fill it in for our final answer because we don't want to show any overlap. But for right now, all my other non-boundary points are closed, and it ends in an arrow because it keeps going.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So here's my graph sketch. My final answer. My final answer would look like this, and just one point here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you get it right?
Yeah.
And if you want me to check it, you can always throw a screen share up and I can look.
Yeah, it was right.
All right. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you feel a bit better?